Yes, ma'am. We are good to go.
Good evening, viewers, and welcome to yet another wellness webinar hosted by Delhi Public School Sector 45, Gurgaon. I'm the Director Principal, Aditi Mishra, and today I bring to you a very unusual and a very erudite, articulate lot of people who have somehow not yet got a chance to express themselves. So from the time the lockdown started in March 2020, we have been listening to students' voices. We've listened to a lot of principals, a lot of educators, a lot of students, parents also. But the one group of people who I think have held the entire education system up have so far not had a chance to speak up. And those are our lovely teachers who have been working tirelessly. And I would call them Corona warriors of a different kind. Maybe they're not battling Corona, but they're battling the aftermath, the side effects of Corona in the nicest possible way. These are the people who have taken to the new normal. They have learned to teach in a new way. They have unlearned a lot of stuff and relearned a lot of stuff. And I think across the globe, I'm not talking only about DPS Gurgaon or Gurgaon teachers or teachers from India. I'm talking about teachers across the globe who have reinvented themselves in order to reach out to their children and ensure that no one falls through the gap. So while we all applaud their work, while we all truly respect the kind of things they're doing, but I thought it was time we heard from them so that they can give some tips, they can share some anecdotes and something which has worked for them to benefit many more people, whether it's students or whether it's teachers from other schools, other cities, or whether it's parents. I have the pleasure of welcoming all of you. Thank you, dear panelists, for being here. And I'll quickly introduce all of you. So I'll begin with Nishi Dhanjal, who is a founder teacher of DPS Sector 45, Gurgaon. She teaches Hindi. Presently, she is the senior mistress of the senior school. A combination of character and personality. She's admired and loved by students for her strictness, as well as for her absolute undiluted love for them. Thank you, Nishi, for being here.
Thank you, ma'am.
Shefali Bhatt, who is another founder teacher of DPS Gurgaon, with 20 years of experience to her credit. She is the senior mistress of the middle school, teacher of mathematics. She believes that maths has the power to develop reasoning, creative thinking, and problem solving. And I know that she teaches her students in the way that all these traits are developed in them. Thank you, Shefali, for joining us.
Thank you, ma'am.
Purnima Raheja, another founder teacher of DPS Gurgaon. I call her the smile of DPS Gurgaon. She has also been a founder teacher. She's a senior mistress of the junior school, a teacher of science. She's also a national level athlete, and very often we find her more in the field than inside the classroom. Her personality exudes happiness. She loves to travel and explore new places. Thank you, Purnima. We look forward to hearing from you. Mridula Patnath is also here. She holds the post of senior mistress in the primary wing of our school. She absolutely adores small children and is happy being a friend and guardian to the tiny tots. She has a love for poetry, gardening, art and craft, and also dabbles in baking over the weekends. Thank you, Mridula.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ms. Madhumita Nandi is another founder teacher of the school who has been part of it since 2002. She heads the art department. She likes to call herself a learner for life and is always ready to embrace and adapt to the ever-changing genre of art. She believes in the sustainable use of resources. She ignites a spark of creativity in her students. And I think she's one person who can make something out of nothing. Thank you, Madhumita, for being with us today.
Thank you.
Ms. Lisa Datta is a passionate teacher of history with a teaching experience of 26 years. She's also the teacher in charge of Dharohar, which is a social science club of our school, a vibrant personality who infills the class with life and laughter. She firmly believes that education is not preparation for life, but life itself. And I'm sure all her students agree that she is a teacher who they will never forget. Not just for her lessons, but for her life lessons. Mr. Paramveer Singh joined the DPS family in 2004. She is the mentor of the PE department. He holds a master's degree in physical education and is a national level judo player. He brings up the standard of games by teaching the skill sets required. Students look forward to the PE class because of him. Thank you, Paramveer, for being with us today. Mr. Divya Dua is trained in contemporary and hip-hop style of dancing. He is a tech enthusiast as well, who is interested in innovations in the field of creative tools like audio and video editing. He writes rap songs to express his ideas and views. His passion for dancing permeates all. And DPS Gurgaon is proud of the very many awards they have won nationally and internationally only because of his dedication and hard work. Thank you very much to the entire panel for being here. I am a very, very proud mentor to all of them. And I feel very blessed when I see them, because in them, I see the rest of the department and I see all the 450 teachers that we have. And today when I speak to you, I'm speaking through you to all the teachers. And I'm sure what you are saying will leave a mark in the minds of the teachers today. So my first question goes out to all the panelists, and you'll have to be a little brief. Your first reactions in one sentence when the lockdown was announced. And the more difficult second question, in one word, describe the last 4 months. So I'll begin from Divya. I'll begin with Divya first.
Well, my first reaction when the lockdown was announced was fear. I was scared. I was actually scared. And in the last 4 months, I think things are easing out a little bit, but still there is a factor of
one word for the last 4 months.
Happy.
Very good. Excellent. Paramveer sir, you're next. You're mute, Paramveer sir. I can't hear you.
No.
We can still not hear you, Paramveer. Can I go to Madhumita in the meantime? Paramveer, just sort out your audio in the meantime, please. Madhumita ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
First reaction to the lockdown and one word for the last 4 months.
First reaction would be, this is not going to stay for long. This may be just for a few days. And one word would be right now, the relationship between my students and me.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Shefali ma'am?
Well, my first reaction, I was utterly confused initially what is happening, a little scared, and yes, a little lost as well, because for me, being in a profession which is fundamentally social and dependent on human interaction, so it was indeed quite challenging. And if I look at the past few months, 4 months, I would say a great learning experience. I've learned to adapt and evolve as a person, ma'am.
Very nice. Thank you. Paramveer, is your sound back? Paramveer, is your sound back?
No.
Now you're muted, beta. Now your mic is muted. Paramveer, sir, your mic is muted now. Maybe we can't hear you. I could hear you when we started off. Bhavna, can you just help? In the meantime, let me go to Mridula ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. In the beginning, we were like, I was very apprehensive and uncertain at first. And to describe how we've progressed, like over the last few months, like we've come a long way, we've progressed.
Okay, progress is your one word. Okay, Nishi ma'am?
मैम जब ये हुआ कि भाई टोटल लॉकडाउन है तो थोड़ी देर के तो लगा कि वाकई ऐसा हो सकता है, हम घर में कैसे बैठ सकते हैं? नहीं घर में नहीं बैठ सकते, मुश्किल से खाली 15 दिन के लिए फिर खुल जाएगा. आई मीन डर था मैम कि यस वाकई ये चीज है, बट इन 4 महीनों में मैम एक चीज मैंने सीख ली, विच इज वन वर्ड, कि चीजों की मैंने कद्र करनी शुरू कर दी.
Okay, very good. Very, very deep thought, Nishi. Thank you. Lisa ma'am.
Ma'am, can you hear me? Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes.
The first reaction was that of remorse. All of a sudden, I was plucked out of my everyday routine and I was thrown into a situation that I have never been for the last 26 years, you know, getting up, going to school, seeing the happy faces of children, my friends, all of that came to a halt. But today I live in gratitude. And I'm happy that my children are connecting with me. We are able to impart the education that we didn't think we'll be able to do that in the beginning. So I'm full of gratitude and
Thank you.
Happy souls.
Very, very important word in today's day, gratitude. Purnima ma'am, over to you.
Man, the first reaction which came into my mind was, what about the teaching? How is teaching going to be managed? So that was sorted when you said, okay, virtual classes would be taken. The second, which is my personal fear, was computer is not my good friend. So as always, ma'am, you said that our generation people are digital dinosaurs. So I'm the biggest of all. So, but I took this as a challenge, and I could sail through. I practiced, worked hard, and took help from many people at home, my friends. So I could sail through.
Very good. And your one word about the last 4 months?
Ma'am, I think I have to count my blessings.
Very good. Thank you. I will return to Paramveer sir. Maybe his audio is back now.
Oh
no. There is, but I could hear you when we started.
Ma'am, can he log out and log in again?
Maybe that would help.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm not going to waste any more time. I will move ahead anyway. Paramveer sir, try and log off and log on again. I now have specific questions. So on the basis of this, I think whoever's watching can understand that there was disbelief, there was fear, there were challenges, there was an absolute panic, and like honestly, everybody said, there was also, that this can't be happening to us, and if it's there for a little while, and how gradually everyone has taken to a new norm, how everybody has embraced new learning, the digital platform, and how gratitude and really feeling thankful for what you have has come to the forefront. My now specific questions start with all of you. To Shefali ma'am first. So Shefali, how has this new normal way of living, it's all changed. Nothing is the same. How has this impacted you personally and professionally? Please share with the viewers.
Yes, ma'am. I'll begin by sharing this quote, which goes like, prosperity is a great teacher, but adversity a greater. So these unusual times, as a teacher, it has taught me to learn and unlearn a lot of things. Learn different ways to reach out to students. Professionally, I feel much more empowered, ma'am. I feel much more empowered, much more confident, and I can relate to students in a better manner as I used to before the pre-pandemic days, because the kind of explorations and the research that we have gone through to make our subject content lively and to make learning joyous, it has really proved to be helpful for all of us. And if you talk of the personal front, I would say it has given me a golden opportunity to rediscover a new man in my husband. I never knew that he could be so supportive, helping me in all that household chores with no maids at home. And my children too, they have whatever little help they could have provided me, they are providing me with that. So to me, I feel it's a blessing in disguise, because we were able to venture out and explore so many new opportunities which are actually on our way, ma'am.
Very nice. That's so beautifully said. And I'm sure your husband and your children found a new cook inside you, because all of us are now experimenting such beautiful exotic things which we had not dared to, or we did not have time for. Frankly, it was also all about time. So I think a lot of us have embraced this new normal because there is no other way. And like I shared in many platforms, because I knew that I cannot change Corona or the lockdown, I chose what I could do to respond to it, and I decided to be happy. I will not let it get me down. I'm going to be happy. So that was a very important mantra for me. Purnima, my next question comes to you. Please share some tips with the viewers, with other teachers and parents, how you stayed calm in this current situation, which was extremely disruptive for most of us.
Ma'am, what I would say is it's not easy. It's not easy to remain calm and positive. But since we all are resilient humans, So I think we have to train our brain. We have to, some situations are such where the situations are not in your hand. You have to, accept it and move ahead. So, and take it as a challenge, overcome it, and, emerge as warriors, emerge as winners rather than sulking or crying. That won't help. So another point is what I would suggest is like the Darwin's theory of evolution, which says survival of the fittest. And right now it has become survival of the fittest as well as survival of the smartest. So, and the three things I feel which are important to survive in this scenario is a sense of gratitude, is acceptance, and being positive and spreading positivity and happiness. And one more thing I would say, ma'am, it is important to focus on social distancing, but not emotional distancing.
Absolutely.
So I would say we all have one friend or many friends whom you can connect to, talk to. So instead of keeping your feelings inside you, better to talk and just share. So one ma'am incident, if you allow me, I can share it with everybody.
Sure, why not? You are supposed to share incidents and anecdotes.
So I generally don't feel low. So when I'm little low, I feel something is wrong with me. I'm unwell or something like that. So on 15th of August, which was Independence Day, so I was in the morning, I thought I'm not well. Then immediately when I was browsing through my Facebook page, I saw all my selfies, all my pictures. So what I did, I saw one selfie with you also, ma'am, which I always take, you know it. So what I did was I sent that picture to ma'am, and what I expected, the answer I expected was, and the below one line was written, which was a sentence of a song which said, "Jaane kaha gaye wo din." So, I'm not a good singer, ma'am knows it well, and ma'am's smile also tells everybody how good a singer I am. So this sentence was written to her, and I was expecting the answer that, okay, good wishes to you too. But ma'am wrote, "Chin up, Purnima." And the moment it took, a few seconds I took to just go read it. So all of a sudden I understood. I said, then I started with my phone looking like this. So my husband, he knocked. He said, he knows that I'm a little crazy. So he asked me, he said, "What's wrong with you? Generally people see the phone like this. You are looking at it like this." I said, "You will not understand." So what I'm trying to say is, Aditi ma'am sitting so far off, she could feel, she could sense, she could, my emotions she could feel at that time. And the whole day was a wonderful day for me. And at the end of the day, I was wondering, oh, that means I was low. My health is absolutely okay. So ma'am, this is you, and hats off to you, and thank you so much. And it is not only me, it is for everybody around you whom you care for. So you can sense everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, Purnima. So that was my other worry. I can share my worry also, that when you are the head of a large family, like we have in DPS Gurgaon, I was worried about the teachers, the children, the parents, everybody. That, if even it's going to be like a dominoes case. If one falls through the crack and, feels down and depressed and actually goes into depression, it may affect many more in that. And it'll be like a corona, depression can also be like a corona and take away people. So that's why my reaching out to everybody, as my almost weekly or every 10 days, a little message going out, just to keep everybody pepped up. Nishi ma'am, my next question comes to you. अब आपके पास as senior mistress कई teachers आती हैं, कई बच्चे आते हैं. I know parents also trust you. तो आपने ऐसा क्या किया जिससे आप खुद motivated रहें और जो भी जरा सा भी अपने आप को स्लिप करता पाए, क्योंकि वी आर ह्यूमंस, कभी भी कोई स्लिप अप हो सकता है. पूर्णिमा जैसी खुश मिजाज अगर हो सकती है कि एक दिन हमें बिल्कुल उठने का मन नहीं किया, तबीयत खराब हो गई, तो हाउ डिड यू कीप योरसेल्फ मोटिवेटेड निशी, एंड व्हाट एडवाइस डिड यू गिव टू टीचर्स हु केम टू यू फॉर हेल्प?
मैम शुरुआत में जब ये हुआ कि भाई ऑनलाइन क्लासेस लेनी है, तो ऑब्वियसली जैसे हम सब बात कर रहे हैं, हम लोग पता नहीं कौन से युग से हैं, टेक्नोलॉजी तो मैम खाली फोन हैंडल कर लो तो वो बस बहुत बड़ी बात है, बट ऑनलाइन क्लासेस लेना, वो भी पहले अब इस पे करो, अब इस पे करो, अब इस पे करो, मैम वो सीखा, जैसे भी हो आपस में सीखा हम लोगों ने। बट जब करना शुरू किया मैम, जब प्रैक्टिकली हम लोगों ने करना शुरू किया, तो जो बच्चे हैं मेरे मैम क्लास के, सुपर्ब, मतलब मेरी लिस्ट बनी होती थी जिस दिन मेरा क्लास होता था कि मैं बच्चों से पूछूंगी कि बेटा इस चीज को कैसे करते हो, फोल्डर कैसे बनाते हो, मुझे अगर ये अपलोड करना है तो ये कैसे होगा, ये चीज कैसी होगी। एंड मैम बच्चे, आई एम टेलिंग यू मैम, पहली बार मुझे लगा है कि यस, अगर उनसे कुछ पूछो तो उनके पास एक नहीं मैम 10 सोल्यूशन रहते हैं। मैम इसको नहीं, इसको वैसे कर दो, अरे इसको ऐसे क्यों कर रहे हो, इतना लंबा रास्ता क्यों ले रहे हो, शॉर्टकट कर सकते हो ना। तो मोटिवेशन जो है ना मैम, मुझे वो बच्चों से मिलता था कि अगर टेक्नोलॉजी में ये इतने आगे हैं, मुझे पूछने में कोई शर्म नहीं है, उनको बताने में कुछ हेसिटेशन नहीं है, तो कमी कहाँ है फिर। सो दे आर द वन, आई मीन वो थे जो मुझे कहते थे कि ठीक है, प्रॉब्लम है, शाम को मेरी इसकी क्लास खत्म हो जाएगी ना, मैं आपको फोन करूंगा, आप पूछ लेना, मैं आपको सारा बता दूंगा। तो इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ देम आई हैव गेन अ लिटिल कॉन्फिडेंस कि यस, मैं ऑनलाइन क्लासेस कर सकती हूँ। अब रही बात मैम टीचर्स की, यस हम लोग टच में हैं, 24/7 हम लोगों को बात होती रहती है। बात करने से मैम पता चल जाता है कि हाँ, इस टीचर की टोन से कि यस समथिंग इज, कुछ है। बाद में प्रोफेशनली जब काम हो गया, तब हमने पर्सनली पूछा कि इज एवरीथिंग इज ओके, यस मैम। किसी ने शेयर किया, किसी ने उस वक्त नहीं शेयर किया, थोड़ी देर बाद बताया, बट हाँ बातचीत करने से सब कुछ हो जाता है। पेरेंट्स आर ऑल्सो गेटिंग एट द सेम टाइम, बिकॉज उनको ये है कि बच्चे मैम ऑनलाइन गेम खेल रहे हैं, इनको कैसे रोका जाए। ऑब्वियसली बच्चे नहीं सुन रहे होंगे मैम, तो वहां पे भी आई मीन दे हैव स्टार्टेड टेकिंग हेल्प। हम लोगों ने बात की बच्चों से, समझाया। टाइम थोड़ा सा क्रूशियल है मैम, लेकिन इतना मैं जानती हूँ कि हाँ, बात करने से सारे सोल्यूशन सॉल्व होते हैं, मिल जाती है चीजें, रास्ते मिल जाते हैं मैम।
वो कितना कितना सुंदर पाठ कि बात करो, शेयर। बिकॉज एक शेयरिंग में ये भी होता है कि हो सकता है आपके अंदर वो कभी बात कभी किसी दिन आई हो, किसी और की बात सुनकर यू फील आई एम नॉट अलोन। अपने आप को अकेला नहीं मानना चाहिए, बिकॉज अकेलापन जो एक फीलिंग है आइसोलेशन की, वो बहुत बहुत डेंजरस है इस समय। थैंक यू सो मच निशी मैम फॉर शेयरिंग दिस। लीजा मैम, what was your biggest challenge as a teacher and how did you successfully overcome it?
Ma'am, I'll discuss 3 challenges. Let me begin with the one that has actually plagued most of us. How are we going to learn this technology? We come from a generation where we are used to FaceTime. We see our children, we are actors in a class. I have my audience, my kids are there, I teach them and they learn. It's a two-way process, of course. So first challenge was, will I be able to conquer the fear of learning this technology? And second was, as you have mentioned the word isolation, ma'am, teaching in isolation is also scared me initially. I'm so used to the humdrum of a class, the buzz of a class, which I missed. Someone's jumping in the corner, I shout her down. Someone's not got the book, so I ask a reason. So I miss this interaction. I teach, as a history teacher, ma'am, you would instantly realize that we are storytellers. As teachers, we are storytellers. Every day we weave a story around whatever we teach, the content that we teach. And the third most important thing was the dynamics of the school that I missed. The atmosphere of the school houses a different genre altogether. But the school is a school. The senses and the smell, the noises, the bell ringing, running off for the 2 wonderful breaks that we get, the staff room, the chit chats in the staff room, all of that I was missing. And of course, coupled with the fear of technology. So these were the initial challenges that I faced. And also, will my children be able to take my online classes? Will they appreciate me as much as they appreciate me in the class? That fear was there. But I really thank you as the head of the institution who has always been there for us, and the rest of the teachers, not only in the panel, but the rest of the friends who have always cheered me up. Lisa, come on, you can't be down and under. And learn. So many times I've called up people from my department. I would especially like to mention someone who's very dear to me, Avni, Kalpana ma'am. They've held my hand, ma'am. And at times I've called Nishi as well, Sonia as well, Darshana, Lakshmi. So many of them I've called. I don't know whether I'll be able to. No, you can. We will. And then when all of this is over, we are going to meet, we are going to party, and everything is going to fall into place as it was. And I also feel, ma'am, the children have supported us also.
A lot.
A lot. The parents, my God, the PTMs have really given me so much of strength. They've come out and they've praised the initiatives of the school, the way the teachers have become warriors. I feel I've become a warrior. School teaching had become very normal for me because I've been doing it for so long. But here I felt that all of a sudden I've become a warrior. I'm learning new things. I'm applying them. I've learned to care for my children much more, ma'am. And also of the time that I'm looking forward to have again, going back to school.
So this also has come up before. Somebody said that they feel closer to the children now. I think Shefali said it. So my reading is that whatever problems we would have upon school opening, because we'll all be stressed out, we'll all be worried about physical distancing. I don't like the word social distancing, because socially we're not distant. I think we are closer together now socially, but physically we have to be far apart. There will be masks, but I think I can just imagine the joy we will have in meeting the children, in meeting each other. Even the people you fought with in the staff room will now seem like the biggest angels in front of you. I had written this in one of my earlier circulars to the parents, that I have no words to thank the parents for the kind of support they have given, for the way they have been writing to me about teaching, about the functions we've been having, because we are one of the schools that has not given a break, because I was very worried that what will children do at home with a month standing out with nothing to do. So we will have a break. I had promised it to them, and now with the school not opening, there will be a break. We will be discussing that also. But the very fact that I think PTMs will be much kinder places now. We understand the parents' problem and they understand what we have been going through, right? Okay. Paramveer, I think you're back again with the voice now.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, very audible now. Thank you. Thank you. So we'll leave the first question.
Sorry for the little technical.
No problem. I'm coming to your direct question now. Now you are the head of department, ex-head of department, and now mentor of the physical education department, which, as the name suggests, is physical. So what was your biggest challenge in going online, and how did you overcome it?
So,
how did you motivate your children?
Okay, so, ma'am, first of all, I thanks to you to provide us this platform to discuss wellness on both mind and body, which is the most important aspect in the unusual times. Yes, this is new normal, and this phase shall too pass. Ma'am, this year, mid-March, brought a lot of challenges for all of us. We were a little apprehensive about the online classes, as our subject is more practical and activity-oriented subject, physical education. So I was really anxious initially, and I was thinking how it will work. So the challenge was to bring children in playground inside homes only, ma'am, because there was the only limited area for the children.
Yes, yes.
So initially, ma'am, videos were made on different sports and shared with the children, so that at least they can start some activities at their home only in a safe way. And then after that, ma'am, yes, there was something missing, which we was thinking there should be live classes or something like that. The only way to connect with the students was through online classes, which was which escalated the challenge for us as a physical education teachers, ma'am. We helped each other to learn technology of online classes with the help of computer department and with the help of some colleagues of the department. So the path was crossed, holding with each other's hand. Overnight understanding and being a part of online classes brought us closer with our children. seeing them enjoying online classes motivated and which motivated and encouraged us to find the new ways to teach on different topics to them, like by sharing informative PPTs, videos, quiz on different sports. Second, like different sports skills were explained to them in detail. We taught them the importance of balanced diet. We discussed the various ways to boost energy for them. We asked them to share their exercise routine, which we received, and once we received, we reviewed the things and advised them accordingly as per the demands. We also discuss about the main components of the physical fitness, like strength, speed, endurance, flexibility, because the children are not aware about these things. Once they are aware about these components, how we can improve these components, they can make their own exercise schedule in a better way. So that's why we have explained everything in detail for them. Due to increase of, we have one more thing. We told them about the seniors, to the senior students, we also told about the, how they can calculate their BMI with the help of their height and weight. The correct postures was another important aspect which was shared with the student. The next is, ma'am, due to the increased screen time, it was very important to teach them about eye exercises. Like we have told them Tratak Kriya, which is very important. And we have also told them Sukshma Vyayam, Pranayam, and Surya Namaskar also in a form of yoga classes. So these are the things which we have taught them, ma'am.
Very good. During, I think biggest challenge.
We have also experienced one more thing with them. During the breaks and between the classes, children are asked to walk and do some little stretching in between the classes. And students revert back with positivity, as these online classes help them to relax, enjoy, and play too. So that's all about our experience, ma'am.
Very good. Thank you. So physical education, I think, has actually come into the homes. And I had parents also writing to me that in some of the cases, not just the child, but the sibling and the parents also joined into the yoga class, which was very, very rewarding, I think. My next two panelists are also in a similar boat where they do things, not just teach. So one is Divya. And my question to you, Divya, is how did this new normal impact you personally and professionally? I think I asked this to Shefali, and I'm asking you the same question because that is from an academic point of view and yours is from a co-curricular point of view.
Ma'am, so personally, I'm not a very social person, so staying at home was not a problem at all. So that was fine with me, because every time I used to come back from school in the afternoon, I used to spend time at home. Not exactly with my family, but yeah, I love being home. But because of the lockdown, this was compulsory to be at home, and you cannot even go down for a jog or a walk. So personally, I got a lot of time with my family. And in many years, we actually sat down at least for one meal in a day together on the dining table. So the dining table was actually used during these Corona times. Otherwise, it was never used because we all have our own timings. And of course, helping out my mom in the household work taught me ki aate bhav ka daam kya hota hai actually. Went out for shopping for veggies, getting other stuff, cleaning the house. Now I'm a little confident here. Yes, I can do everything by myself except for cooking, which I haven't tried till now. That I'm very happy with my mom. So this was on the personal front. On the professional front, I got a lot of time to practice something which I've been wanting to do since a long time, which was doing video editing. And this particular time, I tried my hands on the softwares, and I could discover a lot of new patterns which I can use and which could be helpful in most of my dance presentations and in other school work. And the other was a little negative because on the professional front, because I do a lot of wedding business, which got a little hit because there were no weddings, and for the 6 months, the wedding business is completely down. So I lose out on that. I lose out on going, meeting people, attending the lavish wedding parties. So that was a little negative on the professional front. But overall, I see myself pretty satisfied. I didn't let myself get bored at any point of time in these 4 months. I always had something to do. So overall, I think it was pretty okay.
Thank you so much, Deve. And personally, I have seen you evolve with all this video editing and audio editing that you've been doing. You've been a savior for all our functions, because I use these big words that, we are not going to change the calendar, so we will have all the functions. But I genuinely think the functions would have fallen flat had it not been for your inputs. Thank you very, very much for that. Madhumita ma'am, our artist in chief. So your subject, also like physical education and like dance and music, is a very hands-on, a very practical based subject. So how did you impart this knowledge virtually? It must have been difficult. So what were your challenges, and how did you all manage and you have a large department as well?
Yes, ma'am. First of all, when lockdown started, we thought it would not going to last for long. So we were concentrating mainly on the, I'm talking about myself first. I take 11th and 12th. So we were planning only on theory part. But then later on, when I realized that this is going to stay for long, and it was like a challenge, since this is a practical based subject, and children's portfolio has to be made end of the day. So, ma'am, as you always say, the teachers are innovators. So when there is one door is closed, we look for other. So we tried to, I tried to find out how to make the children do the practical work simultaneously, so that their portfolios are ready at the end of the day, because we really didn't know when we are meeting next physically in our art lab. But then having said that, the work cannot stop. So I thought of taking my students on a virtual tour to the National Museum and the National Gallery of Modern Art. And thanks to this institutions, they have opened virtual galleries for all. And it is such a pleasure. The children really enjoyed the tour, and the sculpture study that they generally go and sit and do there physically. The sculpture gallery came inside the drawing room. So they sat and completed their task with a virtual tour, and with whichever statue, monument they want, it was fixed on their screen. And the screen sharing we learned, of course, with lots of effort, but then now we are really enjoying these virtual classes. And not only in museums in India, I have taken them online to Tate Museum, London as well. And their online graffiti, ma'am, it's fabulous. You just have to share the link and the children can do it on their screen. So it was a fabulous learning experience. And end of the day, they can save that digital work of theirs, and later on maybe take a printout and keep it in their portfolio. So simultaneously the portfolio is also getting taken care of. And in the junior and middle school, similarly, all my colleagues, we have DM every week, and we discuss the next weeks what it should be. And generally we try to integrate it with any other academic subject. This we are not doing it from today, ma'am. I remember you told me this long back, before even CBSE has started this AIL now. And we have been doing AIL since long. And our articulate, which you are the ideator, is based on all that. Yes. So taking that into account, all middle school and junior school are taking worksheets. And now it's getting done in the classrooms only, in middle school especially. And end of the days, when the students share their wonderful artwork, we feel that yes, we have done our bit.
Absolutely,
and online or physical.
And I must also tell the viewers that class 11 and 12 had their own virtual exhibition.
Yes,
which was so beautiful. It was like walking through a gallery and seeing the absolutely riveting artwork by the students of fine arts of class 11 and 12. Thank you so much, Madhumita.
This was all done in a school. I mean, by the children.
All done in school. Yes. Mridula ma'am, my next question comes to you. As the custodian of the babies of the school, and I know you look after them. You really love that little age group. I think children of that age also we don't recognize, but they are also going through a difficult time because they have been hemmed into the house. So how do you think babies are coping, and what are we as a school and you as teachers doing to help the parents cope?
Yes, ma'am. Initially, I'm sure our babies too found it really difficult to move from a brick and mortar class to an online click class. This transition has been difficult for our teachers as well, because they also, like, we were challenged with the technology, with the thing that how we could go online and learn. And like Lisa was saying, the feel of the class, the interaction that we have with our students, that good morning when they come in, the smile, the hugs, that thing is really missing when you're teaching an online class. And the most important for our babies is like learning how to switch on, mute yourself, unmute yourself. But we've seen the progress that has happened with both the teachers and the students as well. They have adapted beautifully, and the teachers have connected with the children on a daily basis. The lessons that go, the interactions that we have, the PTMs we have, had actually given us such wonderful insights to what we should do, how we should adapt. Every day we think of new ideas, new activities, new plans. In fact, today only we were discussing in school that the classes have become more interesting than what it was before, because every day we think of, integrating something else, having some prop, some activity which they can continue and maybe, connect it with some other lesson. So these are beautiful things that we have incorporated into our daily lesson. And we've seen this in the interaction with the students as well. Initially, they used to be a little hesitant. They would not answer. They would not interact. And now it's like with the click of a button, like they know how to unmute. They know when to answer. They're so eager to meet their friends. And it's really surprising how the way the teachers and the students have been connecting with each other with the videos that the parents have been sharing with us.
I know.
That feedback, that thing that they give us is such an insight. It really assures us that we are on the right path. We are doing the right thing. We as a school have, whatever ma'am you've been telling us, we're doing it right. So the parents, are feeling happy. And when they share these little things with us, it really assures us as teachers that, whatever happens, even in this Corona times, like we are there for you and you are there for us. You're supporting us. And this symbiotic thing that is happening is actually helping the child as well. And at the end of it, it assures us that all is well. We are on the right path and we're doing the right thing.
Absolutely. Thank you. Very well said, Mridula. I think junior primary school teachers have really stretched themselves out. I've seen some of the lessons, the kind of games they've been playing, the kind of activities they've been doing. It's been absolute fun. I come back to you.
Sorry, can I barge in?
Yes, please.
I think the highlight of all this was, when we see children in their uniforms sitting for the class, the little babies wearing those pink dresses, those white dresses. That's like amazing. It really,
I know,
pulls the heartstrings and things. This is what class, even if it's online, this is what teaching is all about. Like they're so eager to listen to.
Absolutely. I think that's like I said, that's the bond between a teacher and a student, which instead of weakening, in my opinion, has become stronger, because I think we're really missing each other. And it's well known that, absence does make the heart grow fonder. And I think children have also, all of them, even the ones who are doing mischief right now, sometimes in class, which is expected of children, they understand the trouble the teacher is going through right now. They're very, very aware of it. And I think that's a great learning. That's a great life skill for them to understand empathetically what the other person is feeling. Our next round will have to be really quick because we're running out of time. So I'd be happy if you could just restrict yourself to a minute or a minute and a half, please. So my first question goes out to Shefali. Shefali, what do you think, what aspects will we have to keep in mind once schools open? Because we're going to have children back in school after months and months. I can't even tell you how many months, because in my wisdom, I had thought schools will open in July, but they're not opening now. It's not safe to open. So whenever we open, whether it's October or November or whenever we open, what are some things that we have to keep in mind when we let children come in now again?
Ma'am, certainly it has to be a mix of, it has to be a flexible learning and blended learning format. The way we have been, the way we are going right now, we have to continue with this. And yes, we have to follow certain rules and regulations, in the sense you have to model those good hygiene practices so that you see the same in your kids as well. So these are certain things that we really need to keep in mind, though the journey is not going to be so easy. But yes, together, if we are going to be taking care of all this, I'm sure we all will be finding a solution for this problem as well.
Yes. So the biggest worry right now is that wherever schools have opened globally, they've had to shut down within days.
Days, yeah.
Because there has been a sudden spurt in numbers. So it's not that children are getting it, but they probably may become carriers, you know.
Carriers of it, certainly.
So it is a worry. And you're very right. We will have to continue with the blended way of teaching so that there is no untoward incident as a result of opening. Purnima ma'am, I think at this time, like we were all saying, that children and teachers have come together more closely. Parents and teachers have started working more collaboratively. Can you give us some examples that, you know, of how parents and teachers have come together, or how we are now somehow more bonded than ever before? Well, you have to mic.
Sorry. Ma'am, I totally agree with this question. We really have come together in this time. And in collaboration with the teachers, the parents have aligned the children, you know, to move towards this virtual class, align themselves towards the virtual class. And the discipline is being taken care of by the parents at home, which we used to take care in the school. And ma'am, I think the WhatsApp video call done by the parents, which was your idea, has done wonders. The parents are writing a mail, appreciative mail, saying that really, you know, you are taking good care of our children and talking about the well-being of the family. And I think the mutual respect and appreciation has risen one level higher now.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Purnima ma'am. Lisa ma'am, my question to you, since you're dealing with senior children, 11th and 12th, we are aware that they are going through some anxiety and quite a lot of worry. So how have you reached out to them and told them to calm down, or, you know, how have you helped them?
Ma'am, to begin with, motivate them every day. Every day, I just tell them that every day is a new day. We are improving, we are going towards the better. And hopefully, when they are ready to take their examination in the month of April or May, maybe it's an extended session, they will be thoroughly prepared as they would have been if they were coming to class. Apart from giving them content from their textbooks, we are giving them so much of extra information now. Sharing videos, as Madhumita has spoken about. I think I picked up the idea from her, the virtual tours, National Museum, and also 2 museums of Rome. And they are doing some amazing practical work also. They've started working on their practical work, where they've created work on Vijayanagar Empire, miniature art from Mughals. So, you know, one is keeping them motivated. Also, ma'am, the idea of giving them the time-to-time tests has become very helpful. This keeps them attentive. Some of them tend to sleep off, of course, but this has kept them attentive, and they are constantly improving themselves. And we are trying to constantly keeping connected with them, telling them to message us if you are feeling really down and out. Talk to them at times when, you know, parents message me at times, Lisa ma'am, if you talk to her, she'll feel better. So that way, motivated, keeping them motivated, and telling them, ma'am, for the first time, I told them the power of prayer, which my mother used to tell me. I didn't believe it then, but today I believe the power of prayer, the power of being a united family, the blessing that we have today, food on our table, we have comfort, and we are going to get over this horrible pandemic very soon.
Thank you, Lisa ma'am. Nishi ma'am, somewhat similar to what I had asked Shefali. What do you think? आपको जब स्कूल कभी तो कभी खुलेगा, कभी ना कभी खुलेगा, तो ये नया जो लुक होएगा स्कूल का, वो कैसा होगा? As senior mistress, what do you think?
Ma'am, आसान तो नहीं है ऑब्वियसली, जो पहले था वो आने वाले टाइम में नहीं होगा, अभी कुछ अलग अलग रहेगा। जहां हमारे पूरी फुल फ्लेज क्लास होती थी, हो सकता है हम आधे बच्चे बुलाएंगे मैम। अब वो आधे बच्चे भी हमारे बेचारे जो आएंगे स्कूल में, उनमें से कितने आएंगे कितने नहीं भी आएंगे, तो देखा जाए तो मैम उसमें फिर हम लोगों को ये रहेगा कि जो नहीं आए हैं हम उनको भी कैसे कवर अप करें, कहीं वो पीछे न छूट जाए। और जो बच्चे आएंगे स्कूल में उनके लिए भी कि भाई मास्क लगाना है आपको, हाथ आपको अक्सर सैनिटाइज करना है, दूरी बना करके रखनी है। तो ये सारी चीजें मैम बच्चों को हम तभी सिखा पाएंगे जब हम खुद एज ए टीचर उस चीज को फॉलो करेंगे। अगर हम नहीं फॉलो करेंगे तो उनके लिए क्या है, फिर वो भी तो है, बच्चे तो बच्चे ही आखिर में। Then we also have to do a practice of wearing mask. Obviously, हर बार अपने हाथ को थोड़ा करते रहो। दूसरी चीज, अब मैं क्लास में बच्चे हैं, एक दूसरे से मिलेंगे जरूर, लेकिन अब चूंकि इतने टाइम के बाद वो आएंगे, तो मुझे इतना तो पक्का है मैम कि ऐसी हरकत वो नहीं करेंगे जहां हम लोगों को परेशानी उठानी पड़े, बिकॉज उनको मालूम है कि स्कूल अब क्या है। सो यस, परेशानी होएगी, तो जो होएगी परेशानी उसको सॉर्ट आउट मैम किया जा सकता है और वो भी जाएगा आने वाले टाइम में। इट इज नथिंग टू वरी।
तो आपका जो आपका पहला वाला वरी था उसको मैं जरा शांत कर दूं कि जो हमने मोस्ट ऑफ द पार्ट्स ऑफ द स्कूल हमने अपना वाईफाई स्ट्रेंथन कर दिया है।
यस।
तो जितने भी बच्चे आएंगे, आप जो क्लास में पढ़ाएंगे वो लैपटॉप ऑन होएगा और वही लेसन घर में पहुंच रहा होगा। बिकॉज आई कांट एक्सपेक्ट टीचर्स टू रिपीट कि आप मंडे को भी वही पढ़ाओ, ट्यूसडे को भी वही पढ़ाओ। तो अगर हम ये सोच रहे हैं कि हम ऑल्टरनेट डेज पे ऑड एंड इवन नंबर्स बुलाएंगे, ऑड डेट पे ऑड बच्चे आएंगे रोल नंबर वाले, तो जो बच्चे घर में होंगे उस वक्त इवन नंबर वाले, उनके पास वही लेसन घर में आ रहा होगा ऑफ यू टीचिंग इन द क्लास इन द नॉर्मल सेटिंग बट इन देयर होम्स।
तो उसमें ये हमारी पूरी क्लास जो है वो एटलीस्ट कम से कम फिर पढ़ेगी बैठ के,
सेम लेवल पे रहेगी। ये नहीं होना पड़ेगा कि कोई अगर नहीं आया स्कूल तो वो छूट ही गया उसका कुछ भी। So that is something which I have already done, yes. And the work is in progress. Yes. It will be done. At least Paramveer sir, my next question goes to you. तो अब जैसे स्कूल खुलेगा, जैसे निशी मैम और मैं बोल रहे हैं कि स्कूल तो खुलेगा, पीई क्लासेस भी होंगी, बच्चे मेनली स्कूल आना चाह रहे हैं क्योंकि उनको पीई मिल जाएगा वापस, वो बाहर कूद फांद कर पाएंगे, उनको म्यूजिक मिल जाएगा, आर्ट मिल जाएगा। उनको मेरे हिसाब से पढ़ाई की इतनी चिंता नहीं है बिकॉज पढ़ाई हो रही है इन सम वे। जो नहीं हो रहा उनको ज्यादा मिस कर रहे हैं। तो आपने क्या सोचा है कि फिजिकल एजुकेशन फील्ड में हम किस तरह करेंगे? व्हाट विल इट लुक लाइक नाउ?
Regarding this, first of all, we have to see the guidelines of the government which will come for these things. Then we have to accept the children have not been as physical active in the past 4-5 months. That will be very important. All the time they are working on the laptops and this, so no play time. Make every child a dull human being. Us time because totally he or she is totally inactive. So our students have been at home for a long time. This will pose a challenge focus for us to bring back to the routine by various physical activities, especially keeping social distancing in mind. That will be very important. And we have a draft ready where we have various plan for how students will be able to play different sports once they will join back. So the first one will be, ma'am, we will divide the entire sports area of the school in small segments so that they can divide it into different things. The second one is, ma'am, we can divide the entire class in small groups so that they can also be maintain the social distancing. Then after that, ma'am, next point will be, we have to basically select the low intensity of exercise for them. It's not high intensity because they will come from the totally sedentary lifestyle. So that will be very important. Then after that, ma'am, we will focus more on individual sports instead of team events so that they can stay away from each other. And then we will we are planning to introduce track and field events for them. So because that will be easy on rotation basis. They can do these things. Then after that, ma'am, we are thinking it should be regular yoga classes for them in their classrooms as well as in the field area. And definitely, ma'am, face masks should be compulsory for everyone while playing in the entire area. Whenever they will stay in the field, they have to wear these things for the safety. And ma'am, the next one is proper sanitization of sports equipments will be on regular basis, ma'am. So these are the few things which we are thinking, ma'am. We will follow these things.
Well said, Paramveer. There's only one point. I think there is a lot of research around wearing a mask while doing exercise. That is not recommended at all because the body, the lungs need more oxygen. तो ओपन में तो वैसे भी इतना नहीं है, बट डिस्टेंस रखना है बच्चों को so that they are not infecting each other or carrying any infection.
Yes, ma'am. That's
So
why.
no
Yes, ma'am.
masks
That's why
while
I
playing.
said. That's why I said we will take low intensity exercise, ma'am.
Low intensity, absolutely. Mridula ma'am, my next question comes to you. Again, around school opening. So with senior children, there is still an element of worry and concern, and we can tell them to stay apart. What happens to the babies? How are we going to train them to remember these rules?
Yes, ma'am. It's going to be very challenging. And the best thing, I think, with small children, it has to be like they emulate us. So we have to be good role models. Whatever we do, they will follow blindly. So we've been sending videos and short stories as to what is corona and how to keep away, stay apart, things like that. We have been sending, short stories and all that. So they are in the process of knowing how to maintain social distance and all that. And also we have been, teaching them how to wash their hands, follow the 8 steps. So these things have already we've been, integrating it into our lessons. So that part of the thing has already started. And teachers and staff, I think we should also be, adequately trained to ensure to follow all the correct guidelines. Like, we have to ensure that the children are, seated well apart, and they have to follow the safety norms and all that. It's going to be a little difficult. For that, I was thinking maybe we could, have a little rhyme or something that we could create for them, which will have like
every morning.
Yeah, like a scout song or something, which we can on a repeat mode keep going and going and going. So it is automatically, even if you're going to the washroom,
ingrained. Yes,
ingrained in them. I've just written 4 lines to tell you. Be alert at all times. Wear your mask and not mine. Sanitize your hands as often as can be. Let's stay 6 feet apart, both you and me. So something
very sweet.
Could keep telling them. So it goes on and on in their mind. So automatically they learn to do
and then they'll follow it. That's a brilliant idea, Mridula. Thank you so much for sharing this cute rhyme. I think we should also remember it.
Thank you.
Madhumita ma'am, my next question goes to you. We all know art is a creative expression that is used as therapy now, in many cases. Yes. So what message would you give to parents and students on how to engage with art? Even if they can't paint, how can they engage with art to lift their spirits and lift their moods?
Ma'am, I would say to explore the magic of beginning something new. So everybody's stuck in houses. We have no outlets and nowhere to go. So they can try out new techniques, maybe new mediums, new styles. The other day in the class, we were taking prints, from whatever material in around house, in your house you get. It can be bubble wrap, it can be, everybody is getting stuff from Amazon. So those cartons, so just tear out the paper and see the corrugated inside. So when you apply paint and take the print, see how it comes. So you can engage in this, different techniques and mediums and enjoy the process. There's nothing right, nothing wrong. So don't get scared ki nahi acha aa raha hai, nahi theek aa raha hai. So the process should be enjoyed, and then the product, whatever is coming out, is your work of art, and that's truly beautiful.
Wow, Madhumita, that's a lovely message. Creation is happiness, and creating out of nothing is your forte, and I'm sure everybody can get down to it. My last question to the group goes out to Dive. Dive, where are you? So I know as the head of the family that you have really reinvented yourself during the lockdown. I know how much you have done to keep spirits up in various ways. So how do you think dance and all the performing arts things that you have done, all the events, how have they helped the students across middle school, senior school, especially at this time when they could not meet each other, but you managed to get them together?
Ma'am, what I always feel that some people take dance as a source of entertainment, and some people take dance as a source of therapy. At this point of time, I think dance is more for the source of therapy and then for the entertainment, because everybody feels low. So a little bit of entertainment is required, and dance gives them there. So whether it's a student or it's an adult, if a person is feeling choked or is feeling depressed, sometimes we don't find words to put it into a sentence. And even if we find the words, it's not easy to convey your message, your feeling to another person. The other person might understand, the person might not understand. So in that case, a person tends to be quiet and he's like, okay, yeah, forget it. That person will not understand, so I might not even say anything. So that feeling always remains inside. And just so the person needs an outlet. And the only source of outlet, what I feel is when you hear a song which is related to your feelings. So when you hear that song, so somewhere down the line, you have a connection. There is somebody who is with you, and you can somewhere to a certain level talk to the person or expresses on the other end. And where there is music, there is dance. So
absolutely.
Even if I'm sitting down right now, I'm sure if I listen to some music, some part of my body, even a nail will move. And there is no person who's a bad dancer. Every person has a dancer. Some might dance a little better than you, but yeah, everybody moves. Even if we're shaking the head also, we actually movement. Dance is nothing but movement.
I agree with you completely, Divya. Somebody who's quite passionate about both music and dance, I agree. And I treat both as therapy.
Yes.
So a lot of students ask me what has kept me going. It's only music. I have these little groups of my friends and we have a theme for the day. And for the past 4.5 months, we've been singing songs. Not the entire group, but about 20 of us sing something on that theme. And, just looking for a song with that theme has also kept me sort of alive. Yeah. So now the last question, which goes out to all of you, and it can be answered in any order. I'll do it on the basis of what I can see. It's a one sentence, just a one sentence, which is a message that you will give out to all the viewers who are parents, students, teachers, your peers, anybody who's watching. One sentence. I begin with Mridula. Because you're first on the screen.
Okay. You put me in a spot. One sentence that I think, count your blessings. And like you always say that this too shall pass. So there's always a silver lining and we'll get
it. You're saying 3 sentences, only one sentence.
Sorry.
Shefali ma'am. Mute. Open your mic.
Well, I would say that your reaction to a situation has the power to change the situation. So take it in your stride and move ahead.
Very good. Thank you so much. Madhumita ma'am. Nishi, you are next.
Yes,
ma'am. Madhumita, you are muted.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I would say be inclusive. Share your thoughts and everything with others, with your peers, with your colleagues. Be inclusion.
Thank you.
That also maybe reaches out to the underprivileged section of the society who are not so, they cannot afford maybe many things. So wherever we can to help them reach out.
Nishi ma'am.
Lisa,
you after Nishi.
हाँ, सबको यही बोलूंगी मैम कि समय जो है ये कभी एक जैसा नहीं रहता है, ये हमेशा बदलता रहता है और बहुत जल्दी बदलेगा. बस सिर्फ इतना है कि अपने ऊपर आप विश्वास रखो, बाकी सब चीजें हो जाएंगी अपने आप.
Perfect message, Nishi. Lisa ma'am. Purnima, you are next.
There's always light at the end of the tunnel. I believe this. If it's not good today, it's going to be good tomorrow. Stay confident. Stay confident. Be in gratitude. We will win this.
Perfect. Okay. Purnima ma'am.
Ma'am,
Paramveer sir, you are next.
Let's together fight Corona and come out stronger.
Yes.
Very good. Excellent. Paramveer sir.
I would like to say that healthy mind stays in a healthy body. So for both the things healthy, please do regular exercises. Thank you.
Very good. Excellent. Divya.
Ma'am, planning is important, but sometimes short-term planning helps us to achieve longer goals. So in these uncertain times, at least plan something short.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you. As we end this, I must thank the people behind who worked tirelessly. Sapna ma'am, who is my absolute go-to person for all these wellness webinars. Sapna, I do not have words to thank you. To Bhavna and Chanchal for being the tech gurus for us. And my 3 musketeers, Pooja, Mamta and Rekha, for being there with a smile, handling 100 things besides their own classes. And today we'll end with the one dance that Divya choreographed and helped us to do and strung together on happiness, which we did way back in April. I felt a little silly doing it, but I knew it made people smile, and so I'm sharing it as we end this. Thank you very much for being a great audience and a great panel. Namaskar.
Thank you so much.
Ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Sapna ma'am, over to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sapna ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. We're trying to put it on the screen.
Okay. I know how to do that now. We've all been learning all the screen sharing, presentation.
Yes, every day, ma'am. Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
And after I learned it all, I came here and I forgot it. Then I had to ask my son, please teach me again. I forgot it.
But that is also joyous, ma'am, to learn.
Of course.
Yes.
My tech teacher in school was Rahul Batra, who taught me many things about my own phone.
Ma'am, in the meantime, can I read one quote, just 4 lines?
Yes.
Which is apt for today's webinar, this thing. Accept life like a pair of walking legs. The foot forward has no pride and the foot behind has no shame. Both know their situation will soon change.
Excellent. Lovely. Thank you, Purnima ma'am. Okay, start.
Beautiful, Purnima.
Oh, yes.
There is no sound.
Yes.
There is no sound. Sorry, doesn't matter. We can stop. I don't think it's working.
Ma'am, it's happening. Ma'am, it's happening. Just 1 second.
How do you know?
Yes.
Achha, okay.
Just 1 second.
This should all show on the recording.
ये वीडियो मैम बहुत अच्छी है. ये बहुत अच्छी है. I really miss this.
देख लिया करो बीच-बीच में.
Yes,
हम देख लेते हैं.
बहुत अच्छी है.
It was Divya's idea. He picked out the song. He told us what to do. We did something and said to Mrs. ये ठीक नहीं है. फिर से करो.
Sorry for that.
No problem at all. It turned out well because of you, Divya. It has reached God knows where all. It reached Germany. Our German partner messaged me, said we've got this. And I noticed I know 2 people on this video. That is Sapna and me. It reached the university in USA.
That was nice. Thank you.
I know. Amazing. We became famous.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, go. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. The love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Has also launched Teaching and Learning for Sustainable Development as well as CBSE.
Thank you. Thanks for that. and have a safe, happy weekend. Relax. It was lovely meeting everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
for having
so much,
us.
ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was really nice talking to you.